Hey everyone, welcome to another walkthrough video of Excel Wonders. We're going to look at a tool called To-Do List, and as the name suggests, this is a tool that allows you to list out and manage and track the list of tasks that you have in your to-do list. So when you open the file, you should arrive at this page, which is an overview, which actually is the page that I want to show you at the end for the purposes of this walkthrough video. Let's go to tasks. So when you arrive at tasks, this is the page where you can add, delete, edit, move around the tasks and lists that you want to have as part of your to-do list tracker. Now let's start with lists. In lists, you have here on the left hand side, and as you click on different ones, you will see on the right hand side the list of tasks changing. So for example, as I choose career, it shows me these 3 tasks under career. As I choose traveling, it shows me 1 task, etc., etc. To create a new list, you simply click here. I'm going to call this, for example, test. Confirm, yes, and you'll see here at the end. Now, a cool thing about this page here is that once you start adding more tests, you can actually add as many tests as you want, but once you start adding a number of tests here, this scrolling bar will start working and you will be able to scroll up and down to get to the list that you desire to see. Now, under test, here on the right-hand side, you will see this table, and this table has date, importance, and urgency, but it also has this part, which is the most important, which is the name of the task. So you can call this anything. You can call it, I'm just putting a dummy name. You can create new tasks. So if I click here, new task, it adds a new task. And then I can move things around. So I can click on the one I want to move, and I can move it down. I can move it up. And then I can insert data for each one of these fields for each task. I can, for example, click here on date, which shows me this date picker, and I can choose the date for this specific task. I can change the level of importance between high, medium, and low, and I can change the urgency also to high, medium, and low. You will see where these 2 fields of importance and urgency will be used in this Eisenhower matrix. So let's, for example, put this one as high. The last thing I want to show you can do here is that you can mark these as completed or not completed. So right now, by default, all of them start as not completed, but as you click on this box here, it strikes through all the text here in this row and it marks as completed and changes the color to green. But if you click it again, it now shows as normal. Okay? Now, what you can do as well is that you can delete tasks and you can delete lists as well. So let's delete the task. If I click here on this task, I can click here to delete, and it's deleted. But this is how you can delete tasks. Now, if you want to delete lists, you simply click here on this button, you click yes, and it deletes the list. You'll see the list is now gone. If you want to change the name of the list, imagine you created a list but you want to change the name, you simply select the list you want to change the name. Let's say, for example, career. You click here and you can change the name. You can, for example, call it careers. Change. Save changes, yes, and now it's called careers, both here and here. And that's pretty much all you can do in this page for tasks. Now, let me show you settings, because this is quite important. You have here 2 settings. One is to decide which day of the week is the first. Is it Monday or Sunday? And you can select whichever one is the one for you. Now, in tasks, you can also choose to hide or not these 3 fields. So I'm talking about these 3 columns at the end. So if I go back to settings and I unselect all of them and I go back to tasks, you will see all of them are gone and now it's just the name of the tasks. So it's up to you to choose whether you use it or not. I will select them as default. And the last thing I want to show you is the Eisenhower matrix. So this is a matrix that has it has 9 boxes, and in each one of them you will see the different combinations between levels of importance and urgency and the tasks within each. This completely ignores the lists that the tasks belong to, so it only shows the tasks for all the lists, but then it shows for each box. For example, this one shows high importance, high urgency, high importance, medium urgency, high importance, low urgency. And then you can see the same differences of urgency, so high, medium, and low, across these rows where it goes from high importance to medium importance and low importance. And right now I have 2 tasks here in high importance, high urgency. And if I click here on this box, it basically crosses them off. So book flight to Hawaii is now crossed off. If I go back to tasks and I go to the list where this task was, which is traveling, it shows it as marked as completed as well. But if I untick this one here and I go back to the Eisenhower matrix, it's now back to incompleted, non-completed. Now, last thing I want to show you is overview. So overview is a page that shows how many tasks and which tasks you have today, this week, and this month. And similarly to the Eisenhower matrix, when you mark any of these as done, it will update all the other sheets. So for example, if I mark this one is done, pay credit card bills, and I go back to tasks, I know that this is in finances. So this one here, this task is done. And back to overview, this is pretty much the to-do list. Hope you enjoy it.